Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Clay Rammage. We have a bins haul again today. Yeah, I wouldn't say there's anything overly exciting today. A lot of fun little items. And so yeah, it's again, as always, it's a hodgepodge with me, you know, it's never gonna be the same thing. Even though I look for the same things, I always find a nice variety of things. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I know I've gotten some new subscribers lately, so thank you so much for subscribing. You help support this channel, which is greatly appreciated. And down in the description, you'll also see a link for Buy Me a Coffee. That's another way you can help support this channel. And, you know, if you feel so inclined to buy me a coffee, now, you don't have to this morning because I already have one, but you can do one tomorrow. Anyway, and you guys, as you know, I change my background all the time, and the things here are for sale, listed in my eBay store. So you can check them, although I do have to do a disclaimer. My teddy bear, he's my mascot, he is not for sale. This wallpaper is not for sale. Now, my daughter and her husband just bought a house, and so we went over the day of their closing to get a tour of it and go through things. And this wallpaper was in one of the closets on a shelf. And so my daughter was like, that's got to go. I was like, I'll take it. So yes, I definitely took the nice vintage 70s wallpaper. Much better. So yeah, so check out my eBay store if any of these items interest you. And let's just get right into the haul. It's always a hard decision, which is really kind of sad for me. It's a hard decision to decide what to show first, but we're gonna go for it. Look at this darling, adorable, cute little horse lamp. This would look perfect in a child's bedroom. The little shade. Didn't find a shade in the bins that would go with it. But the amazing thing is he is in excellent condition. No chips, no cracks. The finish isn't crazy. He's just a little dirty. The switch does not work, but yeah, the switch does not work. But I can easily rewire this and get that working. But yeah, that was a really fun find. It's one of the first things I found too. So I was excited to find that. Other thing, I'm just going to show a few of them. A bunch of Kleenex. We do a backpacks for the homeless program, and so Cindy and I pick up stuff to fill these backpacks, and then as we see people on the street corners, we hand out backpacks with different supplies in them, and Kleenex are one of the things we put in there. And there was just a ton of them. So I literally got two, not big boxes, but you know, fairly good sized boxes full of Kleenex. So that was a good find. And you know, if you try to buy Kleenex at the store, they're really expensive. So I think we found a great deal doing that. I found this vintage bag. It's still got the original label on it from, I shouldn't say original label, it has a label from Northwest Orient on it with the person's name and address. You know, it's an identification label. And you can see they used it multiple times because they changed their address and they changed their phone number. But look at this side. Isn't that fabulous? And the interior is in excellent condition, as well as the exterior. And this is called a Bonnie International, made in Taiwan. That's what the label says. So I thought that was a very fun find. And I mean, you could use that. It's a travel bag, but you could use it for every day, hauling stuff around if you want. And speaking of bags, I did pick up this purse bag. It's all leather with it's a black leather with the studs on it. And it's you know, got an inside zipper pocket. It does need to be cleaned. These are just spots on it that can easily be cleaned off. And it does have a label on the inside. I didn't check the inside pocket. It's empty. But it's INNUE, made in Italy. Inui. Never heard of it before. Although there were some on eBay selling $25 to $40. So I think that was a pretty good deal. I don't know. I love leather items, and I hate seeing them in the bins and getting ignored. So I gotta pick them up. So, and I've done well with leather purses. So And that one was an unusual type with the way it closes. What am I doing? Oh, I have a pen down there. Don't want to spill my coffee. All right, since we're in the Christmas season, I found this little wooden Santa with wheels. It is marked on the bottom, Apache Ridge Farm, Debbie S. Slagter, S-L-A-G-T-E-R. So I just thought that was fun. Little item for Christmas. Then I found this, which I thought was, immediately I said it's a bar soap, right? You look at that package, it's bar soap. But it's got a porcelain seal, and it says Portugal. So it was made in Portugal. It's got a very nice fragrance to it. It's called rhubarb cassis. So I don't know if it's a rhubarb flavor, but brand new in the package. I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't look it up to see if this sells on eBay or not, but as some of you know, my grandfather immigrated from the Madeira Islands, which was a Portuguese colony. So, yeah. So I pick up stuff. And speaking of Portugal, saw this beautiful copper bowl, and on the bottom it is also stamped "Made in Portugal," which I knew there's a lot of ceramics from Portugal, but I didn't realize that was copper, and it does have a little dent in the bottom, but that just gives it character. But yeah, it's just a beautiful little like fruit bowl. And then I found a couple mugs. I've been trying to stay away from mugs because I have quite a few and they've not been selling, but I couldn't pass these up. Look at this. Look at that fabulous pattern on there. And the shape. It's so, 1970s. Just screams. It's not marked, so I assume it's probably a Japan piece. But then I picked up this one. It's a Denny's mug. Yeah, nothing spectacular. But if you flip it around, it's a snowman. And he goes, "I would have preferred something cold." And I'm assuming, looking at this, that this is one of those that when you heat it up, he gets brighter. It's colored, temperature sensitive. That's what I'm trying to say. A temperature sensitive thing that then changes colors as it warms up. So that's why I got it. I couldn't pass it up. I just thought it was cute. And then I picked up this little acrylic dolphin. Now these things amazingly are coming back into style and are starting to sell more and more. This one is handcrafted in the USA. It's a vintage piece, a little dirty, got a couple of chips along the edge, but he's designed to hang on the wall, this one. So wouldn't he look great in a bathroom? Yeah. And he's got the abalone in there with lots of sparkly. So I thought he was fun. Again, I paid $33 all total today, and those, yeah. So, oh, I have it in my pocket. I could even tell you. And part of it is the bags are a little heavy. So it's $26 for these items that we had to weigh, which includes all the Kleenex that I got. But again, those are probably $4 to $5 for all the Kleenex. But the books were $2. The 2 cups were $1.47. Oh, she didn't charge me for the lamp. Oh, she charged me as a 49 cents for the lamp. Oh, okay. I thought she didn't charge me as an electronic for $1.19. She charged me 49 cents as like a copper breakable. So sweet. I'll take that. So speaking of breakables, I found this. Look at this. This was in a plastic grocery bag that was being tossed around in the bins, and amazingly it didn't get chipped. There is a little bit of paint loss on their nose, but I think that's been there for quite a long time. But no other chips or cracks, just your cute little bears. But in the same bag, and now this is what amazed me. In this, I gotta pull out my little tiny items that I threw in here. In the same bag was this one, the monkey planter. And again, no chips or cracks. How did he survive in this plastic bag being dumped around? Neither one was wrapped in bubble wrap or anything. They were just in the bag. So that was, I'm amazed at how things survive the bins. And I was very excited to get those because I just think they're darling. They're not a big dollar amount. They're not big sellers, but and not fast sellers per se. I think the monkey will do much better than the bears, but anyway, I just couldn't pass them up. Ducks Unlimited pen. Now this is kind of interesting. We sell a lot of pens, buttons, at the Pink Elephant. You know, for like $2, $2 to $3. This is a Ducks Unlimited 1978 Maas, M-A-A-S-S. He's a wildlife artist. He's the one who did this particular one. So this one, because it is a little more specific, I will probably put like $4, maybe even $5, because it's a Ducks Unlimited, which is pretty big around here. And then I found a little woven basket, little tiny one. It wasn't in the best of shape, but when I opened it up, I found these two hat pins or stick pins inside of it. So this one has a little like copperish floral design carved into it, and this one has the initial C carved into it. I thought that was appropriate. So yeah, so just some nice little pins, and I was looking to see if they're marked, because this one really has that gold tone to it, you know. See if I didn't expect it to be gold, but I expected it to be gold plated possibly. So I still might test it just because it has that the correct coloring for gold. Then I found this little tiny glass tray. It says Jacobs, fine jewelers since 1878. So I thought, oh, what a darling little glass tray. So yeah. And then the last thing was I got a small sampling of books, which I'll show you really quick. This is a graphic comic book, the A-Team. I was amazed, it's like perfect. I guess there's a little bit of damage to the bottom, but other than that, that's pretty cool. That's based on the newer movie. But then there's also this Superman graphic book. So I put those down at the Pink Elephant, and I've, you know, sell them for like $5. And again, I'm paying 10 to 20 cents for each one of these, so it's a good return on the money. I didn't look these up, but I got 2 of these Giles comics, and looking at them, they're cartoons rather. Looking at them, I don't even remember ever seeing these. So I thought, well, they might have a value. So I will look those up, which I haven't done yet. But this one, I thought of my brother immediately, Gordon. So if you're watching, I'm going to bring this to you. It's a vintage hunting and fishing handbook. He's a big fisherman. From 1944. Oh, I thought that was pretty awesome. This, you know, it's a simple little catalog. But talks a lot. Oh, it talks about setting up your tent. All sorts of fun things. So I have to look it up and see if it's worth anything. Picked up this book. It's a little dirty. It's a Nancy Willard Water Walker. They're poems. So poetic books many times do well. Odegaard Books, a real bookstore. There you go. That's fun. I did find one comic. I have no idea what this is. 30th anniversary, Amazing Spider-Man. It has down here, but this says X-Men. I have no idea. It's in a plastic case, but it's been opened. So I don't know. I have no idea. But I picked it up. Again, if I put $3, put it down at the Pink Elephant, I'm good. Picked these up because I used to read these as a kid. I love these old popular science magazines. This one's from 1963 and this one's from 1964. And I loved reading them as a kid, and I love reading them as an adult. Some for the articles, but some of it too is just for the advertising. Oh, look, there's a whole Black & Decker Power Tools brochure in the middle. So, you know, when you're looking at vintage items, you can look at this and say, okay, so 1963, these are the models of equipment. So it's very, you know, when you're in the vintage trade, they can be very helpful in helping you identify items, the age of items, and stuff like that. So that's why I like picking up too, and I like perusing the articles. Oh, here's a lowdown on hi-fis. Stereo tuners. Now, 1960s stereo tuners, if you find these today, these are, some of these can be really big money. Most of them are good money. So yeah, so that could be a good article. Found another one of these Grimm's fairy tale books. I think this is the second one I found, but this one is like in perfect condition. I don't know that it was ever used. You can still hear the nice creak. So it's in beautiful condition. So yeah, so like that one. And then the last one is, I thought this one was really interesting. It's called God Psychiatry by Alan. And it's how to think of God, the healing of mind and soul, and then it says how to think of God, God's rules for living, how to talk to God, the keys to the kingdom. I just thought it was a really great, provocative title. I thought, oh, I want to read that. See what he has to say about all of that. So, cool. So that's what we found. Like I say, it was fairly small haul, but some good stuff. And we'll get it up for sale. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next time.